Ah, B16 and B3. Oh shit, I missed a whole step. I was definitely distracted. Here we are. B16. B16 and B and A3. We need all these. Yeah, for some reason I was just mad distracted. Anyways, it happens. Yeah, episode 12 is dropping on the 8th. We're skipping a week. You got to do what you got to do. I mean, ideally I want to see it now, but it's okay. It's okay. I'll live. I'll live. Do you guys have any theories about this show? Is that something that you're okay with talking about for anyone that's been following the show? Does anyone have any theories regarding the various mysteries going on? I'm enjoying Witch from Mercury quite a bit, and this is the first time I've seen a Gundam show sort of for the first time as everyone is watching it and it's coming out. You know, like with Game of Thrones, that was a thing, how like, you know, the new episode drops and then everyone gets to talk about it once it comes out. This is the first time that I've had that experience, because it's not like I watched Iron-Blooded Orphans at the same time as everyone else, so on and so forth. So yeah, I'm excited. This series has me pretty lost on its true direction. Yeah, that's an interesting thing to think about, is like, what's the end game? Where are we leading up to? So episode 12 will be the end of like the first cour. Is that what they call it? The first cour? And not necessarily, or maybe you can call it a season or something like that. But yeah, I'm excited. And I see that Purple's here. Hello, Purple. How are you doing? Hello, hello. Nice to see you here. We are continuing to work on Chu Chu's Demi Trainer. And yeah, I'm having fun. Although, through my own just like inattentiveness or just lack of attention, I just haven't been putting together the parts in the correct order. I'm like, huh? Which way does this go? And it just doesn't seem like some parts fit right, and then I have to like look at it to get it right. But yeah, it's going well. Just gnarly. Being part of the live discourse is really something. I did watch Iron-Blooded Orphans as it was coming out, but it wasn't very into gunpla, and you also didn't finish it. Okay. Well, I think that we're gonna sort of leave the school theme at a certain point. I think that the school aspect is going to kind of give way to the larger conflict. The larger conflict in The Witch from Mercury is something that I think is happening even as all this school stuff is going on. It's just not at the forefront, right? And yet, in a weird way, the conflicts are all driven by, like, you know, this sort of like this tone of, I don't know what you want to call it, like this corporate structure. It's kind of like informing all the decisions of all the actions of all these people. So I think we're going to get into that more. But yeah, I'm interested. I'm interested in seeing where all these things are going. But there's all these other things too, like the laughter. The laughter of the children. Do you guys remember that? And the way that Suletta regards, like, she's often referring to kind of like sort of like a group of people. Like, everyone help me, like when she's regarding like the bit staves or whatever. And then like yeah, there was this her opponent, whose name I forget, it's like Elan. He was like, "What?" And he heard and saw like these glowing lights, and there was like laughter of children. In the end, it's gonna come down to probably Earth House versus, yeah, Earth House and the major powers, right? Yeah, I think it's something along those lines. It's interesting. I feel like I'm excited to follow and just see how things play out, right? And it's just kind of fun. I can't really necessarily predict where things are going to happen. I'm still a bit of a Gundam noob at the end of the day too. I don't really know the patterns, you know, such as it is like that happen in Gundam. I've heard people liken the mother to be kind of like the Char character. You know, she's driven by revenge. She's sort of infiltrating a society and trying to get in their good graces, but she has these ulterior motives. She wears a mask, of course. Yeah, all things like that. It kind of like goes over my head, and then I read about it. I'm like, oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Carmi. Oh yeah, it's Carmi. Oh yeah, it's Carmi. Hello, Carmi. Everyone, just throw some emotes in the chat. Whatever emote that you got, throw some emotes in the chat for Carmi. It's her birthday today. You get a wizard clap. Here's a wizard clap for Carmi. Spam some emotes, whatever you got, and give Carmi a happy little birthday. And my understanding is Carmi's going to be streaming later today, and that'll be a fun time. There it is, wizard clap. The wizard clap, don't you remember the wizard clap? What's his name? Frickin' Dumbledore. It was like the first time you see him, and he's doing this. Or not the first time, when he's at school, and he's like, all those kids, all them kids. And let's give a little shout out to. I was like, that's the pettiest clap. That's the pettiest clap I've ever seen. Those damn kids. Okay. Shout out to the birthday girl, Carmi. You guys know Carmi, a builder, playing games, a VTuber, and all around wonderful person. Please hang out in Carmi's stream once she gets her stream going for her birthday. Birthday? Hell yeah! Death, I'm just finishing watching the UC in chronological order just to refresh on how the timeline goes down. You know, I was watching just last night. I was watching a video on the breakdown of the UC timeline, because I haven't watched everything. I probably never will. But I watched a breakdown of how that all goes down, and I was like, holy crap, that's a lot. It's doing a lot. It's doing a lot. Wheezy F baby, the F is for phenomenal. Wait, what is that? Murdoch, there was some good ball action all around. Yes, a lot of tremendous balls. A lot of really great work from everyone. Very fun to see everything. And yeah, great job on yours. Okay, I think we finished the basic model itself. Now we have to build all the extra doodads. There's some kind of thing about the function here. Moving the leg parts, same on the opposite side. I can swivel this up and down. It's a bar from Lil Wayne. Okay, it's a line from Lil Wayne. Oh, real G's move in silence. Okay, Roger that. I've got it's a gap in my knowledge, my Lil Wayne knowledge. Need a refresher course. For explanatory purposes, some images have been omitted. Moving the waist. The waist can kind of tilt up and down. Is it? Can it? Can it really? Oh yeah, that flap can flap open. Oh, okay, I got it. It goes like this. That side. I didn't know there was a mobile suit igloo. What is there really? There we go. Can tilt up and down. It's kind of funny. It's like a platter. The whole hip and waist thing is on just a big platter. Oh, I forgot to hit enter. There you go, Murdoch. There's your shot. I typed it in, but I didn't hit enter. There you go. Okay, the backpack. C5 and C4. C5 and C4. C5 and C4. The backpack. Very cool. Oh, by the way, so for anyone that's been watching Witch from Mercury, the series, think back to the episode where there's the team battle. Do you remember that, guys? Suletta and Chu Chu plus a few other members of Earth House, they have the team battle, right? Now, Suletta is piloting the aerial, and Chu Chu is in her Demi Trainer right here. But the other members of Earth House, what were they piloting? And is that something that I can get? Help me out here, because I do not know. C2, C1, and C3. C2, C1, and C3. Here we go. What models? What mobile suits were those? Drawing a blank here. I'll have to rewatch the episode to kind of refresh myself. But if someone can tell me, that would be good. Hey, look at this. Frickin' bot. Begone, bot. Doo-doo-doo. Ban. Bot. B-O-T. Ban. There we go. I forgot. Recently, Night Trap was streaming, and he accidentally banned like you know, an actual person. Let me at him. Carmi's just got her sleeves rolled up. She's ready to fight. Yeah, and I've done that too. Because you just want to get rid of that person really fast. And I'm doing it from my iPad here, and I tap the wrong name, and I'm just quickly typing in ban, and then it's just too late. I accidentally banned Eshwin once. I'm like, oh no, sorry Eshwin. You caught a stray bullet. Catch those strays, man. It happens, man. It's a battlefield out here. That's why this time I had to check. I was like, is this the right one? Don't want to accidentally ban Carmi on her birthday. I saw Eddie's gift that you received. Very, very cool. A lot of really nice stuff. It's exciting. So what's the plan today, by the way, Carmi? I know you're presently busy, but if you have the opportunity, what is on the agenda today for your stream? Well, she's gonna say, I don't know. Well, chatting. Oh, singing. Oh my god. No. It's not might. You will. I'm excited. Hear that, folks? You hear that, folks? Carmi's gonna bless us up. Their beautiful voice. Petite bear guy build. Ooh, cool. Karaoke desu. Heard it here first, folks. But it's fun. Exactly, it's fun. It's fun. I mean, we all can't be Eddie Spaghetti here. Can't be Eddie. Blessed with the voice of an angel. The courage. There you go, the courage. Well, you know, they sell that in a bottle, Carmi, liquid courage. You can just hop down to your local well, you don't see in Canada we have government like sponsored in Ontario alcohol retailers. It's called the LCBO. Head on down to your liquor store. They sell courage in a bottle. Have that on standby. Nice. Singing gets better the more you drink. There you go. Alright. Let's check this backpack. Could be a little cleaner. Not gonna lie. You know, the plastic on these kits seems ever so slightly different than the normal Bandai plastic. I mean, having built this kit, it seems a little different. It's possibly a little softer, but not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. Not like a bad, cheap way. It just seems a little softer. But like when you're sanding the parts, it still looks really good. It still looks kind of like, yeah, the act of sanding them, it just seems to work out nicely. Okay, just gotta get this the right order, the right way here. Like it is. Death, I do have an Insta. I'm currently in the middle of an SD contest build, so it'll be a bit before I get to it. Ah, I see. SD contest build. Oh, I think I heard about that on Instagram. Yeah. Okay, this goes at an angle. Interesting. Sort of like an offset angle here. Oh, right, because this is gonna attach to the crotch, if you guys don't know. Chu Chu's Demi Trainer, like, the gun sort of mounts on the crotch here. It does indeed. D18 and D17. City Papu got quite a few projects unfinished as I work on the house. Oh, you're sort of working on your house. Oh shit. Get space for a paint area. Right on. At the moment, I'm building the MG Concert Zaku and Luden's Koto kit. Oh, you know what? I did see you work on the Luden's Koto kit. Yeah. Nice. I don't know what the MG Concert Zaku is. Is that like literally, does that have anything to do with concerts? Is it some kind of special event model? That sounds really interesting. Pink Zaku? I've seen a pink Zaku. I don't know if I've seen the pink Zaku. Okay, which way does this go? Just always gotta make sure it's the right orientation. That's the thing that's been messing me up. Big time. Ah, Gundam-based pink Zaku, a recolor of the Warrior Zaku. Okay, cool. Oh. Yeah, very interesting model, this Chu Chu's Demi Trainer. It's simple, but again, I think there could be a lot of customization potential if that's your thing. Whether it be like going in and putting new parts, or simply just doing a unique color scheme. I think there's a lot of potential for that with this. D113. It's from Seed, which I haven't seen. Does indeed have a singer pilot. Oh shit. Dude, that sounds awesome. I want to see that now. That's crazy. That sounds like more of a Macross thing. You know how Macross, like, there's always been, like, music involved in some fashion? Or at least many of the stories involve music. Or pop stars or singing. And we need D16. Might as well get that out. City Papu, they remind me a whole lot of 30-minute Sisters kits. Oh, really? Like to build the G-Witch line eventually. Very jelly. Yeah. Yeah, I really want to get more. Just because of that whole idea of each house from Witch from Mercury. Has a different story. Sorry, a different designer behind them. The trainers remind 30-minute missions. Okay, okay. Yes, they do actually. That was one of the things that Bacon pointed out. Friend of the channel, Bacon. We were sort of looking at some previews, and it definitely seemed like some of the designers from 30-minute missions hopped on over to work on Witch. Yeah. They don't ever get stock in the UK? Oh, no. You know, it was like early 2022, where there was like a big stock issue. We were having like issues all over the world with stock for Gundam. And it kind of got better around the summertime. But is that just an issue with the UK overall? Just like not even 2022 exclusively, but also just with Gundam in general, that it's just hard to find stock? (2022, 21 and 2022), the States had no gunpla stock. Yeah, it was wild. In the early parts of 2022, I noticed that. Well, that's when I started to pay real attention, and you know, that's when I kind of got back into the hobby. Was 2022 at the start of the year, and we've been kind of going strong ever since. And yeah, the early months, I noticed that. I was like, holy crap, it's just so hard to find many kits. And I went to like the hobby store for the first time in many years. And they were like, yeah, we don't have much. The shelves were definitely pretty bare. City Papu. In the UK, we don't really have hobby stores. Oh, really? All that much, and oftentimes it's expensive, even if you can find it. I import mainly from Japan. Oh. So, City Papu, were you ever into Warhammer? I mean, you're in the UK. I'm just kind of asking. I was big into Warhammer in my youth. And I still like to keep tabs of what's going on in Warhammer, and I still like to paint the miniatures and look at the miniatures. And I'm planning on making more and painting more miniatures this year. Summer 22 is when it started to come back and forth, right? Yeah, City Papu, I used to live in Calgary and visited Toronto a few years back. Way more of a hobby presence for sure compared to the UK. Yeah. So I live in Ontario. And for most of my life, I lived in Toronto. Within the last few years, I moved out of Toronto, closer to Ottawa, sort of like this in-between area between Toronto and Ottawa. And And I went from living in Toronto with a lot, Scarborough specifically. I don't know if you know about Scarborough. You probably know about Scarborough. Um, I went from living in an area where I was like 10 to 15 minutes away from several options in terms of hobby stores, in terms of gunpla stores and stuff, to having like no options within that same range. And now I have to travel like, 40 to an hour away, 40 minutes to an hour away to my nearest hobby store, but still really good hobby stores, all things considered, what I would call my local hobby stores, which, I kind of have to head into Ottawa for that. But yeah, it's not bad, not bad. I played Lord of the Rings miniature game and dabbled in Warhammer. Right. Yeah, I really like the miniatures from Lord of the Rings, and I kind of want to get more, to be honest. I kind of want to get some more, because they're actually quite nice. And yeah, I want to paint some more Warhammer stuff, but for me, getting back into this hobby of building model kits, because that's the other thing I used to do as a teenager, was build gunpla and stuff. Coming back to this has been really fun in terms of learning new skills and trying things out on something a lot bigger. And arguably, it can cost a little. It can be, what do I want to say, a little more manageable in terms of the money being spent compared to Warhammer, because like they're both expensive hobbies, but something like this was $22 Canadian or something like that, and I'm going to be painting it. I spent a good amount of time building it, and then I'm going to refine it and possibly scribe it, and I'm going to do a lot of stuff to it. So yeah, I get a lot of enjoyment just out of this, and it wasn't that much money. Purple City Papu, there's going to be a shop opening a few weeks. Gunpla.co.uk. Oh, there you go. Damn, Purple's got the info. It's got the info. So I think we can mount this like this. Okay, right arm. Handle the parts slowly and careful so they do not break. Good point. Just looking at the instructions here. It's so funny that it's like mounted. It's mounted on the crotch. We went from balls to crotch guns, guys. Listen, it's not me. It's Bandai. They're the ones making up the kits. Mounted. They make the kits. I'm not the prevert. See, Papu. Oh, you've heard, right on. They sponsor a British streamer. A British streamer. Look too far off north. Here, let's take a look at Chu Chu's Demi Trainer. This is pretty much it, guys. We did it. We did it. And I have to say, I'm pretty happy with the result. I love the asymmetrical feel to it with the large shield on one and the very sparse setup here on the other arm. I like that, the asymmetry of it. It has this kind of like mission complete. Looks great. Yeah, it's not bad, and we're gonna paint it. I think I'd like to paint it according to the show, but I very well might go for my own color scheme. I'm not really sure. We will think about that. We'll give it some thought. And I'll try and paint it pink. Maybe. Well, you know what? If anything, I might factor in some pink somewhere into the model as an accent. That could be a thing. If I go for a different color scheme. And maybe, I don't know, like, so Chu Chu's Demi Trainer, if you look at the art here, it is something that's kind of weathered and rusted and stuff. And I definitely could do that. But maybe we'll go a different route. Maybe we'll do something different. And we also have, these are the only other optional parts, just open hands. And the hands are different than than your standard Gundam stuff. This would be very suitable for a Ninja Turtle mech if you were if you were of the mind to make a Ninja Turtle mech. You could use these hands. Chu Chu colors, yeah, like the white and the pink. Maybe, perhaps, all very good options. You guys got some good ideas here. I like this tube. It's not, it doesn't have a wire in it, but it kind of has a very realistic bend to it, just naturally, like this. I like that. And overall, just a very nice model. It almost looks like the... Doesn't it look like the ball head has just landed and sort of embedded itself into a mobile suit? Look. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Hold on a second. Did I miss something? It looks like... So they do have this... They do have these hard points here on the hips to add some kind of extra armor if you have something to bulk it out at the sides, which I think would be a good idea, because it does seem a little bare to have nothing here on the sides. Purple has the scheme locked down. Her suit is beat up because she complains they have no money, so all their stuff is secondhand. Yeah, it does say here something along those lines. It does kind of talk about that. Let's read it a bit, because it's actually kind of interesting. Demi trainers are often a common sight at school. They receive regular updates and upgrades. Despite there being no change to their outward appearance, the latest iterations have vast improvements over the originals. As the members of House Earth are unable to afford the latest model Demi trainers, they are forced to bridge the gap by customizing older models. This led to an improvement over the originals. Ooh, I lost my place because the print is so small. This led to a development project called Project Chu Chu, which culminated in the completion of this unit, Project Chu Chu. Chu Chu's Demi Trainer was optimized for hit-and-run tactics, firing its large beam rifle, then rapidly retreating. With major acceleration and deceleration improvements made primarily to its legs, the unit can start and stop on a dime. These abilities are so extreme, in fact, that they are difficult to handle for any pilot who has not undergone high-intense, high-G training. Chu Chu, a pilot who despises retreating, was not thrilled at the idea of a unit best suited for hit-and-run tactics, but has come to see that it may be Earthhouse's best shot at attaining victory. So, very interesting. Oh, yo, what's up, Eddie? How you doing, Eddie? What's up? Nice to see you here. Chowtari Pond Lunch. That's her full name, Chowtari Pond Lunch. A first-year student at the Asticacia School of Technology, conspicuous for her aggressive behavior, she's nicknamed Chu Chu. Until Soletta arrived, she was the only pilot of Earthhouse and has an intense hostility towards spaceborne Spacians. So yeah, we finished it. This is Chu Chu's Demi Trainer, and I like it. I like it a lot. Very nice. And I think there's a lot of potential there. There's a lot of customization potential for Chu Chu. What are we going to do exactly? Who knows? Let's spin her around. That's kind of funny. Part of your day where you're between jobs. Right on. Right on. Getting a bite to eat, maybe. Taking a little break. Finish Chu Chu. Exactly, we finished Chu Chu.